Hello Cancer, welcome to my channel and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I would also like to welcome Spirit into this reading and say thank you for the messages we are about to receive. This is a general weekly reading for Leo from the 19th to the 25th of August 2019. Please don't forget to watch your moon and rising sign for a more complete picture. If you would like a personal reading, please go to my website, jessmad.co.uk and book a reading. I put the decks that I'm using in the description box, so please have a look. And don't forget to watch my videos on simple energy healing remedies as well as my deck walkthrough series. So like, share, subscribe, leave me some comments if these messages resonate with you. I'm starting off with a general energy read and then I will do the general tarot read for you afterwards. And I'm using the answer deck for the energy read today. Okay, you've got the woman of the world over here. So you might have been doing a lot of travel, or whatever you're doing is now you're approaching a broader audience, maybe global, going global with whatever it is you're doing. So maybe whatever work you're doing a lot of travel, you're communicating with a lot of people overseas, and maybe even going overseas quite often as well with that woman of the world. You're certainly very, very experienced in whatever you're doing. You've got some challenge that you're facing at the moment. You're having to do it by yourself, so you're looking at the situation from a very different perspective as well, and you're having to make some kind of choice and deal with this particular problem. So you are feeling very, very isolated at the top right now. So it's some kind of big maybe big management decision that you have to make, but it is quite a big decision that you have to make, and you are feeling very alone and very, very unsupported while you're trying to make this decision. You've got the lady over there, so this is about making plans for the future and thinking about what you want to do next. Now you've got the woman of the world looking at the past, so using your past experience to make decisions for the future. And maybe this is the challenge in itself about what you want to do for the future. Now, in the past, you've got the power card over here, so it seems like you have been given a lot of authority and a lot of power, or maybe you're dealing with people who are very powerful around you. You've got the lesson card over here, so you're learning a lot on the job, and maybe you're also in a position where you're training up a lot of people as well because of the experience that you have gained. Now, going into the future, it looks like there's a lot of growth coming in for you. Your path is pretty clear. You are moving forward quite quickly, and you've got that gain over here. So you've got very, very firm foundations over there, a clear path opening up for you, and you're able to move away from any problems or any obstacles, and pretty quickly as well. So those are the energies for that week. So I'm going to be using the Anna K Tarot for the main read. At the bottom of the deck, you've got the Emperor. This is about taking control of a situation, being very strategic in whatever you're doing. It could also be about dealing with legal issues, and maybe you're waiting for some kind of legal decision to come in. Now, since it's got the Three of Pentacles below it, this is about being in charge, maybe at that work situation. You're very focused on that job. You're very much in a leadership position over there. And being very, very strategic as well, as I said. There's some kind of choice that you have to make over here. So it's a big decision, but in this leadership role. So some kind of big decision that you're facing with regards to work, it seems. There's something that you do need to get done. You need to be very logical when you think about it, and think about all your resources that you have available to you when you make this particular decision. So you are agonizing over something over there on the work front. Now what's happening with you? You've got the Page of Cups and you've got the Ten of Cups. So it looks like you have been dealing with a lot of problematic people. It looks like that particular situation is about to come to an end right now. And there's a bit, you'll start something brand new. This could also be since there's the Page of Cups over there, and this is about learning something, maybe teaching, learning, training. Maybe you're ending off this work cycle, this particular phase, and you're going to be starting something brand new where you're teaching, or you're even going and undertaking some kind of course. Because after the Ten of Cups comes the Ace of Cups, and that usually signifies a brand new start, and it also could signify something to do with education, further education. So maybe, you have reached the top of your work profession right now. You certainly are earning a lot of money because you've got the Queen of Pentacles below that. But it seems like you want to make some kind of big change in your life, and it's about maybe specializing or doing something further as well, as far as your career goes. You can see you have been learning quite a bit over there on this particular job. You've got the Eight of Pentacles over there, which is about learning and training at the same time. So all of this has brought you that leadership position, but it seems like you're ambitious for to get further in life, or to train further in something else, and it looks like that's where you're going. You're ending this particular cycle. You've learned all you can at this level, and you want to move on further, so you might be doing some further course or further study in order for you to progress. You've got the Knight of Pentacles over here, and this is about making plans for the future. You can see this Knight moving, looking forward, looking for further horizons over there, the sun rising over there. So you have been working pretty hard at your job. It's been slow going, very steady work. Money has been coming in, but now you're making future plans, or you've been doing this in the past few months. So it's all about the work, and you're very, very focused on that work at this particular moment. And it looks like you want to do some further training. So you're trying to get, you're looking at your experience that you have gained. You're, looking at everything, and considering, you are looking at further advancements in your career. You can see all these steps going up over here. You're trying to bring about that balance in your life, and it looks like, you're making plans to progress. So this is about ambition. This is about making future plans to go forward in your career. And maybe this is you've come to the conclusion that doing something further as far as studying goes is going to be the thing that opens the road for you. You've got the Queen of Rods over here, so you're taking control, taking charge. This is your card, and it might be that you're moving on with this Queen of Rods. You're certainly somebody that comes across as being very dynamic, very, somebody that people want to follow, a great leader. And the Queen of Rods, she's very intuitive, and she knows exactly what she wants. So nobody messes with her. And she brings in this light, the sunshine into, because there's a lot of sunflowers over here, brings in the sunshine into whatever the job situation is. So you're quite a dynamic leader, and you're in a position that is very much a leadership position at the moment. So there's been a lot of problems that you've been going through. You've got the Six of Swords over here, and it seems like you're going to go overseas, because this is going over water, and you're moving off. It looks like you might be relocating to do this something new, or do the study that you want to do, but you're certainly changing where you live, or changing where you work. So this could be doing something, leaving that past behind. Maybe there was a lot of conflict in the situation that you were dealing with, but you're leaving it all behind and moving forward. You've got the King of Cups, so this is another offer for study. So it seems like there has been an offer that is coming for you to maybe specialize in your field, to become either a teacher, or to go back into a learning capacity. Now, because you've got that Ten of Cups, it looks like you've accumulated a lot of knowledge over there. So maybe the next step is going to be that you are going to be the person that actually trains people up, rather than you being the person that's learning. But if it's not that you're going to be training, it looks like you might be the person that will be trained. So getting into a position where you are teaching some kind of, maybe you're going to back into a university or some kind of higher learning. And there's that offer coming in over there with that King of Cups. You are very anxious about whatever it is, about ending this particular old job, because maybe it pays so well, but this new prospect is coming for you, and it seems like you're in two minds about whether or not you should accept it. Maybe this is, as I said, as far as you can go in this particular part of your career, and you do need to specialize to get further, or maybe you just want to change in career completely. But whatever this decision is, it is stressing you out quite a bit. So going into the future, you've got the Queen of Cups over there, the Page of Cups, and the Ace of Rods over here. So this is about looking at the past, looking at all your achievements. maybe you didn't achieve what you wanted to do in the past, and maybe this is the second chance to do something brand new. The Queen of Cups tends to be a bit depressed, so don't let whatever the situation is, whatever this decision you have to make, stress you out that much where you get depressed about it. You are ending in a cycle there. There's the last phase of the moon over there. You've come through a lot. You can see there's a lot of rocks piled against her. You've been through a lot of problems, and maybe now you're looking into this offer quite seriously and thinking about it. And it seems like it is definitely an offer for further study or further training that is coming up for you. You are feeling a little down about it, so you need to lift those spirits up a bit. You've got the Page of Swords, the Page of Rods, and this is about waiting for that news to come in. There seems to be some kind of obstacle that you have to overcome in order for you to get it. So, the idea behind this Page of Rods is waiting for the news, but looking over whatever these obstacles are. So don't let these obstacles be the limiting factor. Whatever it is that's preventing you from making the decision quickly, you need to not let that deter you. You can see this page is climbing on a whole bunch of things in order to look over. So you need to see the bigger picture and see the future. Make plans for the future despite feeling as though you can't overcome these barriers. So this is a barrier that you can overcome. You can make this decision, and maybe this is about leaving behind that past because it is weighing you down and moving forward. So seeing the bigger picture, news is coming in for you there with that Page of Rods. And it looks like you're going to start something brand new. It is taking a bit of a risk. You can see this woman's walking on a, almost like a tightrope, but it's in the form of a rod. So it's a new project, a new venture, and taking that risk, you will get your balance back. And there is news coming in about that particular new venture. And you can see there's her crossing these two land masses over water. So it might be a new opportunity coming for you to study overseas. And you need to take that chance and go for it. Because it's going to open a lot of doors, and it's going to give you something different. And maybe it's going to bring in a lot more freedom. Maybe freedom that you didn't have in this old job. So you are sitting in a position where you're at a dilemma at the moment, and you are agonizing over it quite a bit. Now you've got the Two of Fire over here. So you have come into your own. New partnerships or contracts continue to move forward. So you might be signing some new contracts. And there is there could be a partnership coming in over here. Maybe there's an opportunity for you to start off some kind of new project with somebody. But this is about making a decision. So deciding whether to stay or go. And that's where you are at this particular moment. You've got the Life Experience card over here. A significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change. Time to spread your wings. So it seems like you're at a karmic intersection in your life right now. This is the Tower card. So it's a life experience card, and it seems like if you don't make the decision, the universe will make the decision for you. So it's almost as though you're not having much of an option. You're going to have to make that change for transformation and go forward. Maybe you have been too stuck in this particular job, and now it's time for you to actually move on. So something big coming in over there, big shifts in energy. Maybe even this whole move is going to be a big life-altering event, but it's going to have to be made because this is a major arcana card. And it seems like whatever this job is, or whatever this new thing is that you're going to do, it's going to get rid of some old ways of thinking. And this is the Hierophant card, so you're going to be taking on some kind of role, either as a teacher, or you're going to go back into an institution of some sort for learning. So there is definitely learning, further study, or something that involves further education coming in for you. And you can even see that with that Ten of Cups, some kind of further education coming in for you. So there are big changes coming in for you, and it looks like you are going to be moving more towards a cycle where you're going to be learning a lot, or you're going to be teaching, giving out your experience to other people. So a big change coming in, and it seems like if you don't make that decision, the universe is going to bring it to you anyway. So I always say when the Tower comes in, you have to go with the flow. Don't resist it. It just makes things harder, and just go with the energies that come in, and it's going to be something that's going to be beneficial for you in the end. So it's not a nasty Tower because it isn't surrounded by nasty cards. It's just something that's going to be a bit uncomfortable in the sense because you've got to make such big decisions, and you do know that because you are agonizing over that decision. So all the best with that decision, and all the best for the future, and thank you so much for watching. Take care now. Goodbye.